Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside the fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. You talk about great trios in NBA history. Last year moved into the #1 spot for career winning percentage for any 3 active players. Shaq, how long will it be before we see something like this again?
Well, the trio in the Spurs model has been synonymous with success. That's right, Ernie.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. We're live at AT&T Center. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas for this Spurs home game. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward. That's good.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And the Spurs with possession.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet, up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Here's Adams after the basket by San Antonio. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Parker dishes to Duncan. No luck. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. A 3-ball. That one goes. Count.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Parker with a clean look, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range, trading blows from behind the arc.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Leonard with the steal. Duncan, the pass to Green. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
For 3, Westbrook. The shot no good. And the Spurs going the other way now. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Leonard with the ball.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Leonard. Knocked away. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Out to Ibaka. Launches a three. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And it's 9 points for Serge Ibaka.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true in opponents' field goal percentage.
Outside Westbrook. To the right side. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Takes it from 10. Green with the rebound.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
Now here's Duncan. And there's Green on the assist from Duncan. Green's got 7 points. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Cantor checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense. How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
And here is West after Dion Waiters getting his 3 to go. And here's Anderson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the paint. And now West pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Pass to Foy. Here's the 3. No good. Good work defensively by Martin. San Antonio leading. Mills dishes to Diaw. The 3. And Cantor pulls it down. The Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. They get the rebound. Here's Waiters. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Waiters got 5 now.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Spurs out in front. They're up by 2. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K. Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get back and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with his new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple of years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. On the court for San Antonio. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. West is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Mills in at the point guard position.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
The dish now to Morrow. He kicks it to Adams. Here's Ibaka, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too. And you've got an easy.
That's so dangerous when he's in the game.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Parker's got 10 points in the game. Spurs do have a beautiful play style, and their offensive numbers show it, Greg. You're right there. One of the most fluid teams I can recall, Clark, in the NBA with their ball movements.
A joy to watch. I mean, they ended up top 5 in shooting percentage last year, as well as top 5 in assists.
And the basket by Ginobili.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Thunder trailing by 7. It's Westbrook with the drive. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He has 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And he gets it to go.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Morrow the pass to Adams. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Ibaka. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Ginobili up top. Feeds to Parker. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And the Spurs with some changes. Green, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Martin in for Manu Ginobili. And then for Oklahoma City, Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Parker's shot is off.
And so last season for Tony Parker, somewhat of a shift. I mean, he was solid, but injuries cost him a few games. He also had his lowest assists and points per game totals since his rookie year. But he fought through like the champion that he is.
The 3 from Morrow. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And that one's good. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter. Last year, a big challenge for Tony Parker. He was in his 14th season, obviously. Every great player needs to transform his game as he gets on in age. Clark, we've seen it with the great ones. Parker did put up the highest three-point percentage of his career last year.
And he also ran the offense with tremendous poise and professionalism and cut down the turnover average as well, the lowest of his career.
San Antonio making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Durant's checked in.
2 minutes.
Waiters gets a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Waiters got 8 points.
Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Kevin Martin on the wing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Cantor, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team club.
And, you know, withdrawing Kevin might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
Count the bucket. 6 points for David West.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
There's a screen by Cantor. Durant dishes to Waiters. Back to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
And as competitive as Durant is, you know, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
Dishes to Cantor from deep. The rebound by Anderson. Spurs leading by 3. And the dunk by West.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And, you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play.
To the inside. It's stolen by West. Cantor kicks to Waiters. Down low. That's tipped. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Now Mills. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through the first half of basketball.
Thanks, Kevin.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside a stellar first half for Tony Parker. He had 12 points and time now to send.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
So for Oklahoma City right now, down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Parker passes to Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go. Under trailing by 5. Westbrook drives in, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And, Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Well, keeping in mind the Spurs have won 50 games or more for many years in a row, Greg, there are teams out there who can drive cars who have not even seen the Spurs not win 50 games, at least in a year.
And the way the Spurs keep on building this team, it's not as if that streak's going to end anytime soon. Those kids might have a chance to vote and do much more before they fail to see the Spurs win 50 games. And Tony Parker, at least some of his success can be attributed to playing with talented bigs. I mean, in his rookie season, he plays with both the Admiral and Tim Duncan. He kept that partnership going with Duncan for several more championships. So while talented, he's also been very fortunate.
Well, talking about Parker and the bigs, Tony benefited from their presence, Clark, but they also benefited from his play.
Really, early in their careers, the only way to defend Parker and Duncan was to pack the lane. And once Tony developed a consistent jump shot, the only way to defend them was to hope and pray.
Right. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Steven Adams. Right wing. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Well, you know that Kawhi Leonard has an incredible reach with his arms, but even his hands are just massive, measured at 10 inches long and 11 inches wide. Wow.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Durant with the steal. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game. Durant just inside the line. Here's Roberson. No luck. Great D that time from Duncan. In transition, here come the Spurs. And now it's a double-digit lead. And that's now 9 points for Leonard.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, to give some perspective on Leonard's hand size that Greg was talking about, Clark, those measurements, 11 by 10, are what you typically would find on 7-footers. Well, this kid's 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, and I'm 6'9", and I'm about 9 by 7, okay?
Huh.
So that just lets you know.
Wow.
The only other hands comparable to that, Dr. J.
Ooh, yes, huge. Mills, he's checked in for Duncan. Thunder trailing by 12. For 3, Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Ginobili attacking. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Outside Westbrook to stop the run. Durant dishes to Morrow. Here's Ibaka. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Thunder have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Westbrook. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder. And Mills kicks to Ginobili. And there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Diaw comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Martin in for Manu Ginobili. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Morrow. Kyle Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Outside Durant, lets it go with a 3. Rebound San Antonio. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And the Thunder had plenty of reason to be down last year because of the injuries. A big place that it hit them was on offense. They just were not the same absent mainly Kevin Durant.
Off the inbound. And the layup good by West. West has got 10 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. We were used to seeing the Thunder as a top offensive team, as you mentioned, Greg. Last season, they finished 18th, Clark, in field goal percentage.
And, you know, for context, that's the lowest they finished since their first year in Oklahoma, Kevin. Usually you can find them among the top 5 teams in the league when they're healthy.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Diaw down low. He's against Kanter. Mills with it. Back to Diaw. Rockets on the wing. Singler inside. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
And for Westbrook, he had some high praise. Allen Iverson said he's a huge fan of Westbrook and sees so much of himself in him, mostly due to how they play with heart. I'll tell you the other thing, Allen Iverson I always felt was the most intimidating small guard in the history of the league. Russell Westbrook rapidly trying to claim that honor.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 12 points for David West.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Westbrook, here's Cantor, and he jams it with authority.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Singler left side. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead. Spurs have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Mills passes to Anderson. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Anderson. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 7-point differential. And here's Westbrook. From deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Spurs. They're up by 4. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Outside Leonard. Back to Aldridge. They get a hand on it. 6 to shoot. Leonard draws the double. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Parker. Second chance shot, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Adams dishes to Robertson. Back to Adams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game. Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Aldridge, the pass to Duncan. It's stolen by Adams. Foy from long range. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. There's Foy with the 3, and he gets it to go.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond. Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And it's blocked by Adams. Duncan kicks to Leonard. down low. It's tipped. Tries to save it. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Here's Aldridge, and the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul.
I don't think they've been as focused on taking care of the ball here in the second half. First half, they were better in that regard, so I don't think coach is pleased with that aspect of the game right here.
Back to Adams. Pass to Roberson. From the arc. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Green slams it in.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Another one falls for San Antonio.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Waiters, he's open. Randy Foye is on the wing, covered by Duncan, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Now here's Mills, guarded closely, and the rejection by Ibaka. Aldridge, no luck.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Durant checked in for the Thunder. Kicks it to Duncan. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Thunder trailing by 8. 4-3, Westbrook. But they get it back. Now here's Durant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Mills. Right wing. Duncan kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Mills. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. You can't be pleased with all these easy looks. They continue to give up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He's not pleased with the careless turnovers offensively, saying, listen, we've got to get shots. It's as simple as that. We have to play smart and value the basketball. Kevin, did it sink in?
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath. You're right. Duncan outside. And there's the pass to Mills. No good on the triple.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Under trailing by 8. Durant for 3. That doesn't go either for Durant.
You know, to cut deficits, it's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And here's the fast break. Oklahoma City the rebound. Roberson gets the bucket.
It's been a struggle here for them to get the second chance points in this second half.
Spurs leading by 5. This one for 3. San Antonio again missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Looking to end his cold spell. Shots good by Mills. Mills has got 4 points this quarter.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. There's the bucket. Good. Westbrook's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Oklahoma City. Mills with it. Westbrook picks him up. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here. So far in the game for Mills, 9 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
He dishes it to Leonard. Here's Aldridge. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now a 9-point San Antonio lead.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
And Mills kicks to Green. It's blocked.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Here's Ginobili. The rebound by Foy. And so here is Oklahoma City. And here's Morrow outside. But they'll get another chance. Foy dishes to Durant. Again, Durant missing.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their